Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We're back with Can We Survive the Moon? And last we left off is creating ourselves a hab station. Let's get started. Alright, so looking at our hab station, I feel like we should do a little more here. I feel like we could have gotten away with these slope blocks instead, just so it doesn't look like it's too tall. And that it will mesh with the windows a little bit better. So we knock these out right here. And I do wish I had a better grinder, of course. But yeah, I think if we did this like that, we make the inside look a little bit better. Yeah, it does. So it doesn't look too tall because we don't need such a tall space for all this, obviously. And it matches well with this part right over there. So we're just going to do this. And the outside's not going to look any different whatsoever. So there we go. Now, that looks better. I mean, still kind of looking like a barn-like kind of thing, but it's not too bad. All right, so the hab station's done. The outside's looking okay with the corrugated siding and all. We didn't color anything down here or put the siding down there as well, but I'm not gonna be worried too much about that. We should probably weld this all together so in case we break something, we don't lose power within the hab station. All right, so if we build other stations, it's probably gonna be like kind of across the street from here. So it'll be like right here or behind it or wherever the case is. So we'll just do that eventually. But for now, I think we should be fine because we have a place to sleep now and just hang out. There's no air vents or anything in here at all. So we do need to do that as well eventually. I mean, we don't necessarily need it because we have the bottle, but we should add it on here. And the only way to really add it is either on the ground or where the light is right over there. So it gets a little tricky because if I put it here, it would be okay. I don't know. I mean, I could put it on the roof as well. That wouldn't be too bad. And do kind of a chimney style type of thing, but that's just gonna ruin that design. But we could actually do it like on the side. So maybe we do that. Would it work out on the side? I mean, we don't necessarily have to get rid of the light. We could put it right over here. So we open this up and then go with the, what is that called? The vents. And we could do the fan one, which is a pretty cool one, I think, in my opinion. So we have the air vent like this. I don't know if the 4 dots will be on top or not. I can't really see the picture, but we'll do it like this. And we're gonna connect it through here. And instead of connect it throughout the whole entire base, what we can do is just throw an O2H2 generator right onto it. So that might work out okay. I think we are running out of juice. Alright, here's the air vent. And we do an O2H2 generator or an oxygen tank or whatever we want to do. So it's going to be connected like that. Or maybe we go one up higher, I feel like it. I don't know. It's going to be like a side type of thing, which is going to be kind of weird, but I think that would be fine. And this way we connect the O2H2 generator into there to get the oxygen into the air vent. I think that looks kind of weird. Probably better to do some kind of piping system onto it. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it as that for now. And then here, I don't know. Can we do an oxygen tank? Either we do an oxygen tank or something else. Right down here. It's gonna kind of be underneath the ground, but not exactly what I wanted. All right, maybe we do this. We grab the O2H2. We drop it a little bit on the floor. It'll be like that instead, and we'll pipe it in there. I think that would look a little bit better than what we're thinking there. For sure. Okay, so grab the O2H2. It's going to be on the ground a little bit. That's fine. Right there. And we just do a quick little pipe right into it with the C pipe like that. And that should be fine. I think that should work okay. I mean, I don't see a big issue with that. And it looks a little cleaner than what we were just trying to do too. There you go. It looks like some kind of HVAC or AC system going into it. So that kind of works out. All right. So if we really want to have oxygen, we could throw a little bit of ice in there. So let's just say 100 ice. We'll throw it in here. And obviously, we're going to waste the ice if we constantly open and close this thing. But can we do a timer? Not a timer, or some kind of block. So that it works to the point where it will turn it off once I open the door. And is it even pressurized? What's going on here? The air vent is not even pressurized. So, oh, there you go. There you go. We're fully pressurized. I don't know what that was about, but we are pressurized. So, is there a way to do some kind of conditioning where we open this door? That goes to, what's it call it? Depressurization. I mean, we could put it as a button here, no problem. So we could turn depressurization on and off. So this is on. So we can get out without losing the oxygen. What was that about? Is it just like not working properly? What's going on? Turn it on. We're fully pressurized. Turn decompression on. It should suck out all the oxygen, right? It's not. Oh, you know what? Because that's nowhere to go. So that's a problem. Because we have no oxygen tank. So we need to put an oxygen tank. I don't know how we're going to do an oxygen tank. We could put an oxygen tank right on this connector here. But we could also kind of go on this side and throw an oxygen tank as well. But that doesn't work out too great. So, okay, so doing depressurization, we definitely need to do an oxygen tank. So an oxygen tank, I guess we could throw it here, which wouldn't be a big problem. Do we have the materials for it? That's another question. So we just throw it here for now. I mean, if we need to move it, we'll move it. Not a big deal. Looks like we're missing a bit of small steel tube, so we're gonna produce that, and we need to check out battery. Our battery seems to be fully depleted 2 hours. That's not too bad. All right. So the sun's been down probably for a good 20 minutes, I think. But it will be back up soon enough. But before it gets back, I think we should just create a new solar array. Okay, we got our small steel tubes, put in the oxygen tank, and of course that is going to convert the ice into oxygen. So, I mean, that's not a problem. We could also connect this to here now, actually. And if we have to, and I think we're going to do it too. We're going to do an oxygen farm if we have enough for it. Materials for it. And that way we can get the oxygen here without having to constantly waste any oxygen that way. Alright, so we turn it on. We are going to be pressurized. This is a bit silly, but I think we probably killed all the ice. I think we did. We probably did. So yeah, we killed all the ice, but it should be in the oxygen tank. And the oxygen tank should have some, right? Or unless we just we completely killed the ice. So that's not good. All right, so we'll leave this on the depressurization or depressurize. And we'll grab more ice. So we do need to solve for the ice problem as well, obviously. All right, I don't know why I grabbed a K. Let's not grab a K. Let's just grab 200. 200 would be more than sufficient, I think. All right, now I think we should be okay. Let's test this out. Yeah, 100 ice gone in like seconds. So that's great. There you go. We got oxygen. The oxygen tank here. 1.9 worth of oxygen. Not a lot, as you can tell. But we could depressurize now, because now it can go into the oxygen tank. So then The oxygen tank should get back a few, so 2.5. Oh, wow. That's like, what's 0.6% kind of getting right back. So we got that set up. So good to go there. Okay, so I'm not sure if we have enough materials for a solar array or anything like that, but we should probably set one up roughly around here. This seems to be a pretty decent spot for it. So we're gonna get some more interior walls or whatever the case is. And we're gonna extend it out here a little bit. So we're gonna bring it down from here, here, out up to probably right over there. Actually, I need to find a way to pipe everything. So conveyor junction is gonna have to be out there as well. I think that'll be okay. Okay, so we also need the conveyor right here to be done. All right, so we have a conveyor. Obviously, it's not going to convey anything through the interior plates, but we're going to do a piping system, not underneath, but right over here. And we should be able to pipe it into this, the O2H2 system right here, I think. Yeah, we could do that. All right, there we go. So we may need... I mean, we probably would want to... 2 more conveyor junctions here, although not the greatest thing in the world. Probably not looking forward to stepping on top of that, but it's not a big deal stepping on top of that, obviously. But if I could step on something a little bit more flatter, it'll look good. But all this is just kind of temporary. We will probably have to clean everything up to make it look nice. Right now, we're just trying to get functional and everything like that. So we got somewhat long ways to go to get everything situated to what we want it to look like stylistically. But I think we do 2 conveyor junctions like this. And then we get piping over there. We should be good. But I don't even know if we have enough mats for all the piping. We are fairly limited in resources still. But not that bad. The worst part is the power. That's the problem. Okay. So here is where we want to put the piping. So we just need all interior plates. So we'll just do a C pipe here. And a regular non-flange other pipe right over here. Like so. And that'll be connected there. So that way, we do an oxygen farm, collect some oxygen from the sun. It does go through here. And it looks like, since we have it, we throw a conveyor here. And then we throw in a pipe system here. I mean, we could use the conveyor instead of the pipes. The tubes, I should say. But that looks okay. But if I did this, it is going to suck up the oxygen. So that is the thing. I kind of don't want it to do that. I kind of want to have some kind of separation so that it doesn't kill all the ice for the O2. I want it for the H2 more than anything else eventually, especially for power. So we're not going to connect it all the way just yet, but I think we just connect the rest here first. But then again, once we have an oxygen farm, we should be okay. But we could disconnect the ice if we're worried about it. I think we could do that. Yeah, we could disconnect the ice from kind of being used. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And kill our ice. I mean, we could start collecting a lot more ice. We just need to find a method to do so. One good method is to bring a drill station over there. But the problem with that is we gotta transport a lot of materials over as well. So there's that. We could do a small grid version, although that probably doesn't sound good because that's also still a lot of parts. Unfortunately, I think we're out of motors. We gotta build some more motors. All right, our connection here is done. This connection is not done yet, but we could certainly put it together and leave the last one for now, so that we don't suck up any of the power. Oh, let's not finish this one. Yeah, we're not suck up the power. Suck up the ice into oxygen into this tank, because we definitely don't want that to happen, because we're gonna waste a lot of ice for our hydrogen engine in that sense. Okay, so from here, this is where we need like an advanced rotor, a hinge, and all that craziness. So how can we do this? We put the hinge, or no, the advanced rotor here, and this is gonna be a large one right over here. These steel plates. It looks like we need a lot of materials. It looks like we're getting a little ahead of ourselves a bit, which is fine. And then we do a hinge, right? Yeah, we should do a hinge here. Okay, perfect. Now, solar panels, I think, can go on an oxygen farm. Oxygen farm actually takes a lot of mats, so that's where it's so tricky. But if we put an oxygen farm like this, where can these solar panels go? Can it attach to the side? How far can it go? That's kind of the question. How many oxygen farms do we need? We probably don't need too much. But if we do one here, we're only stuck with one. I don't think that works out. So we may actually need to put like a conveyor junction here. And that way we could do kind of two on each side, right? That would make sense. Unless we do it with some other type of conveyor system. Maybe a T-shape or something like that. Well, not T-shape. Is there a cross? There should be a cross, right? No, there is no cross here. Piping wise, I think there is. But alright, that's fine. We'll just do a conveyor here. And I think we do a conveyor, so then that way we could do two oxygen farms this way. And the solar panels can be like right above it. So let's see. One here. One here. And then the solar panels, we could do, I think we could do it right there. Yeah, perfect. So that does work. So whether we do it on the opposite side or this side, doesn't matter. Let's get doing this side here. One here. And then, yeah, we could kind of build it up from there. And if we really wanted to, we can also do the other solar panels, which is this one here, which collects like half the amount of power. So we can do, I don't know, can we do it this way? Okay, we could do it this way. Don't want to make it too long because then it's gonna smack into to our base a bit. So maybe that wouldn't be ideal. I mean, we could do it like this for now as a design. I mean, one of these is equal to half of these on the bottom, but I mean, that looks okay. Not that great, but it looks okay. We could go on more conveyors going upwards, but I think if we just throw another oxygen farm right here for now, I think we're good. We can add more a little bit later. The sun's coming up, so it's a crunch time to get at least the solar panels up and running, and at least one oxygen farm running if we can. I don't think we can, based on looking at how much mass we have. Right, we need girders, solar panels, and computers, which we should have the girders. Yes. Oh, yeah, girders, computers, and the solar panels, which we don't have. So we need to queue up a good chunk of these. Everything else we don't have too much as well, but we'll get that all set in a second. Okay, so all we need left is a bunch of solar panels aside from this oxygen farm, which needs a lot of glass. Yeah, we'll queue up some glass really quick. And where is... Ooh, no large steel tubes left. Not good. Alright. That should do it. Like I said before, Oxygen Farm does have a lot of mats. It requires a lot of mats. Alright, let's get the solar panels up and running. That's what's important for the power consumption or for our power in the station. Now, we could get rid of these too. So, we can use the mats for this. And plug it into here. Because, more or less, we're going to use this as our power source anyway. So, why not do that? Plus, we can add a lot more later down the line in this solar array here. It's looking a little ridiculous with the points. Probably shouldn't be doing it that way, but... I mean, it looks okay. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of this. Can we add a full one right here? I would hope so. Yes, we can. There we go. That looks good. And yeah, I did forget that you don't need the bulletproof glass to get it functional. So, there's that. Oof. We have no more mats to make glass. And that means we're out of silicon, if anything. Alright, so... we may... need to get digging a little bit more. So we'll extend this out to 6 meters. And get some more stone. I should change this out to have a rotor, as I mentioned, so that way I can swing it left and right a little bit. But for now, should be okay. A little bit of manual drilling here. So if I see a little bit of pushing too fast, I'm just going to reverse it. Like so. And this should give us a lot of stone, which is important. I mean, we don't necessarily need too much stone, but the stone helps for the silicon and everything like that. So I'm not too concerned. But I think we just filled up everything. I hope we didn't fill up everything. Alright, we did fill up everything. Alright, that's bad. So that's going to refine. And of course, we should get a regular refinery up and running soon. So then that way, we can get the mats a lot quicker. And that's some upgrades we relatively need to get done soon. I think we could create a building with all the refineries and assemblers and everything like that. So it wouldn't be too bad. Don't know how I'm going to design it, but we'll figure that out soon enough. And I think I'm going to put it, I know, like right over here maybe. That should be okay. Yeah. All right, let me get let me turn this off actually. Gotta save that power. Hopefully we get enough silicon so we can get the glass. Looks like we got some glass. Definitely not enough. Alright, that's fine. But we still need to do a few things here too. Because we still need a camera, I think. Can we even make a camera? Yes, luckily we can. We need a camera. So a camera can follow the sun. We can plot one here, right? Yeah, I think we can. Either put it on the O2. Yeah, I'll put it here. I'll put it here instead. One there. Oop. Alright, there we go. Got an oxygen farm running. We have a camera right over here. So we just gotta name a lot of these things. And I'm planning to name everything to make things more efficient. Usually I don't name anything. Because I'm just lazy like that. But then it gets everything so confusing later down the line. So this time around, I'm going to take the time to name everything so I know what's what. Especially like rotors and things like that. So I'm going to think the solar array. We should have a hinge somewhere. I'm going to name that a solar array as well. And I think that's it, right? Rotor, hinge. Yeah, we're good. Okay, well, it looks like we're collecting a decent amount of sun right this moment. So that's good. Now, we also need to add something, which is going to be the... I don't even know if we can make it, but the turret controller. We could. Perfect. So we'll throw in a turret controller. I guess we could throw it right here, since it's going to be right next to it. I don't think it's not going to impede anything, right? I hope not. No, doesn't look like it's touching it. So we throw that right there, and doesn't use too much, does it? Yeah, it does. Use detector components, which I don't think we have. Ooh, okay. Are we out of mats or... No, we're not out of mats. All right, we're good. That was a little scary. We need interior plates and everything like that. Looks like we're out of a lot of things now. So it is... Yeah, getting bad. Getting really bad. We probably want to do inventory manager as well. So we can queue up and constantly queue up the mats that we need. Okay, let's try to get this thing set up. There we go. We got our solar array running. Or custom turret controller here. Not solar array. It's not running just yet. It's still gotta get it up and running. So your azimuth is your left and right. So that's gonna be our advanced rotor. Hinge over here. We could lower the velocity if we want to. I'm fine without not doing that. Camera solar array. And always aim at the sun is on. And there we go. So maybe we should lower the velocity because that was a fast swing. I'm just gonna do one for each. Angle deviation. I'll just leave that alone. Alright, so camera solar array is used as the aiming reference. This is exactly what we wanted. So solar panel is looking good. 100% charging, I would think. Yep, max output. Really odd that that's the max output. Not a lot of power, but it should be okay. Now the oxygen tanks or oxygen farms, we're getting a decent amount, but we're not going to get anything if we're not going to expose or connect the oxygen tank there. So the problem now is, do we move an O2H2 system that's not connected to anything so I can put the ice somewhere? Or do I store ice kind of somewhere else? Like, say, let me grab the 1 point that we have, 1.8, and store it in a bed. Or, you know what? We forgot a locker room. It's fine. We don't need a locker room, I guess. We should have added a locker room. But anyways, we could store the ice somewhere. Maybe in here? Is that enough space? Kind of. I think that would be fine. And then we can activate this. Or not activate, but finish welding it. So we can collect oxygen from the oxygen farm over there. And of course we need to get these done too, which is going to take a while because we still need a ton of bulletproof glass and everything like that, which we might not have enough components for. Glass, it looks like we don't have much going on there. Shoot. Alright, our refinery... It's not doing anything, so we should be okay. We need to start drilling again. And I should put a camera on that drill so I can see a little better. Maybe a top-mounted camera. There we go. So we are on the bottom. So we could also do this with the horizontal one, the piston on top. So we can bring it closer and back and everything like that. We should have a little bit more mats to make multiple drills too. So we could eventually do that. I'm just going to bring it back and forth just to get a little bit more stone. And again, I hope we're not filling too much of it. Yeah, we didn't fill up much at all. More or less, we need stone for the silicon. But I think we have silicon floating around, not floating around, on the ground somewhere. Not here. Nickel and cobalt's here. I think near the ice is where the silicon is, which is 1.3, which we probably need to go to do a quick ice run as well. Just in case. How's our oxygen doing? 2.5. Gaining a little bit more from the oxygen farms. But again, we just need the glass. If we get the glass done, that would be great. So then that way... Oh, it looks like we got computers now, so that's good. Yeah, we're almost there. Lots of glass. We need lots and lots of glass. Alright, that's good. In terms of computers, but we need the glass. Which we don't have too much silicon for. Unfortunately. Silicon, we have some, not a lot. All right, so is our survival kit doing anything? Yes, it is. It's also doing the stone. So let's just queue this up a little bit more. And if you're curious on how I'm doing this so fast, Control Shift, if you're in the keyboard, Control Shift and repeatedly tap left and right click alternatively. All right, looks like we got one other oxygen farm up and running. I put this a little upside down. That's gonna bother me, but it's fine. And we need 60 more on that side. That's a lot of glass. May or may not get that. All right, we could do an ice run and get the silicon as well, since we kind of need to wait for that anyways. I like that there's ships up there. We can capture ships eventually. I think that's something we're gonna do anyways. But for now, I think we're gonna travel a little bit towards the ice, because the ice that had silicon from what I remember. I'll turn on the ore detector and antenna just in case I run into anything else on the way. But we definitely need to make this run, and then we could plan out for the next episode, which is or the next goal, which is probably find a way to gather the ice a little bit more sufficiently, because doing a hand drill back and forth here, probably not the best thing to do. We could do a hydrogen style ship with a drill, but that also requires a lot of hydrogen. So again, not much we can do. I think a drilling station over there would probably help. All right, there's some silicon here. All right, this is where the silicon was. This is it's pretty far down actually. Is it? We have 34, 33, 30, 29, and it slows down. So that is, yeah, that's pretty far down. We can find the best spot for it, and I don't know where these target. Does it target in the middle or whatever the case is? Don't know. But we'll dig down straight. And here we go. We got silicon here. They may have dug a little too deep for the silicon, but it's fine. We'll grab just a decent amount of silicon just to fill up our backpacks really quickly. Doing this circling, sorry, it's a little dizzying, but that's just the way I've got to do it. All right, that works out okay. I mean, we should probably GPS pointer this silicon. And we're gonna do ice. We said we're gonna do an ice run because we should get some ice. We definitely should. We're gonna run out sooner or later. We only got like 1 point something, and we've thrown most of it in our bed for now, just to safe keep it for whatever reasons. So we don't have it all thrown into oxygen. We'll let the oxygen farm do the oxygen there. But we probably should separate it from the base. I think we should separate hydrogen and oxygen from the base. Somehow. I mean, normally I don't do that. I just leave it as oxygen and everything, because we usually get okay eventually with the oxygen and everything like that. So, in this case for now, I think we should separate it. Alright, there's silicon here too, so I could have gone here to get the silicon, but it's fine. Alright, so we'll drop off what we can drop off. Are we holding a lot of stuff? Oh, we should be holding weapons for now, I guess. Where's the ice hole? Right here? Right, we'll just drop right in. And here we go. There's a bunch of ice here, so we'll probably dig a decent chunk out of this and bring it back. We'll try to get, I don't know how much we want, but we probably want to get as much as we can. Is that moon cheese? Bit of yellow on the surface. I don't know if that's even a thing, but yes. Moon cheese. Yeah, we're gonna get a decent amount. Obviously, our backpack doesn't hold enough to really become significant. And also, we are getting some of the stone, which we should probably not collect. We'll try to dump it out later if we need to. And honestly, it actually doesn't seem like it's a lot of ice here. Like, I'm gonna keep drilling down over here just to see, but a lot of it's coming out as stone. Is one thing. And then the ice looks like it's slowly dissipating. So right there, it's like, yeah, it really doesn't seem like there's a lot of ice here. So if we put a base here to drill for ice, would it be worth it? Is question number one. I don't think so. But you never know. Maybe there is a ton more ice right over there, because we still have the marker over there.
Inventory full.
Okay, we are completely filled now with ice. It's gonna be a little bit rough to drive home then, I think. I think myself included is a bit stuffed. Alright, what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of a hole here. And why I'm doing that is so I can throw in the stone and collect it later down the line whenever I want to come back. So that way I can just grab all the stone
Inventory full.
and just throw it in a hole here. And hopefully it doesn't disappear. I mean, it may. It definitely may disappear. But I do think I have trash removal off, so we should be okay. Wow, we got a ton of stone here. Yeah, we're just going to leave it here. Hope you don't roll too far away. And we'll collect the rest of the ice. Oh, I threw my drill. That's not good. Alright. That's a big pain in the butt. So now... I gotta find it. Alright, we did find it. Alright, good. That was dumb. We got the stone there. I'll grab that one. And we'll just throw the rest on here. So we got a stone pile just sitting out here for no good reason. Don't know why that's floating, but we'll just drop that. Alright, so they shouldn't go anywhere. I would hope, at least. I guess there's a decent way of doing that. We'll grab a little bit more of the ice. There's still more stone in here, but we can always chuck that out as well. I kind of don't want to fill up my ship too much. I don't know how it's going to react with the driving. This is my only rover for now. I don't want to destroy it. Okay, grab the stone out of here. We'll throw it in this hole as usual. Like I said, we will probably come back for it. If we have a bigger rover, that would be nice. Or bigger rover with a bigger cargo. That would be nice. But now we got how many ice now that we'll survive off of? We got some silicon and 5, 6, 7, about 7, 8K worth of ice, which is not a lot. This is a small cargo type of ship, so, or rover. So there's that. What is that? Shadow. That is insane ship. So I can tell there's an antenna right there and here. Oh, that's not a ship. That's a station. Look at that. Where's that coming from? Right there. The CLCM beacon. So eventually we'll probably make it there. Obviously not this moment, but eventually we probably will get there, do some contracts for fun. But that's gonna be a while because we are still in the very beginning stages of surviving and gaining material. All right, so we gotta head back. So where is back? We should have a marker that says base. Yep, it's right there. I see it on the left-hand side. You know what? We could throw in a thruster as well on this thing if we really want to fly it. There's a spot for it right there with the connector and the medium cargo container. So we could do that if we really want to. We'll fly upwards, and then we can maneuver forward with the thruster. Or we could probably put it on a custom turret controller and make it kind of rotate if we wanted to. Probably not the best thing to do, but I mean a script would work because there is a script where you can control your thrusters through what's it called, subgrading. So you could put on a rotor and be okay. I think I'm heading the wrong way. We're traversing the rougher way, but we should be okay. A lot of hop skipping on this rover, but should be good. Should have probably put 5x5 wheels. I actually prefer 3x3s over 5x5s. I don't know. They always seem to work a little bit better, perform a little bit better. 5x5 seems a little too bouncy sometimes. I try to avoid those as much as possible. And if they did 4x4s, give it another size, that'd be great too. And this rover is still looking good. It's still got a lot of power, so we don't have to charge it just yet. We do need to make some kind of connection point down the line so we could charge it and actually transfer the materials out of it rather quickly as we move forward. The solar panel is looking like it's working really good. Oh wait, we still didn't finish one of the solar panels. Not solar panels. The oxygen farm. So we still need to put that together. So did we get all what we need in terms of the nope. In terms of the glass? Well, that is why we ventured out to get silicon, right? So 2K worth of silicon. This basic refiner should be able to refine it. And that should give us what we need. Looks like everything else that we were producing is up there. Not bad. We'll grab the ice, throw it in here. And that is gonna kind of go through the O2 system, or oxygen tank. So that's not exactly what I would want, but it's fine. We'll throw... Oh, we didn't grab the ice. I thought I grabbed the ice, so we could throw it in there for now. Just as backup. Just backup ice. In case we need it. I don't think we necessarily need it, but just in case. Do we have another storage point somewhere? Right here. We're just hiding our ice, basically. Which we should probably hide weapons, not ice. But I don't think there's going to be anything attacking us anyway, so we should be okay. And silicon is making its way with the glass. I don't think we have all of it just yet. We're still missing, ooh, a lot. About 27 worth, I believe. So that's going to take its time. I think all the ice is probably gone, right? No, it's not. Okay, so oxygen tank. Well, we got to look here. It's probably slowly, yeah, slowly taking the ice out of it. So that is a problem. I mean, we could turn it off. Don't necessarily need it on. And like I said, the air vent to stay decompressurized so it doesn't have to put anything back in there as well. So we should be okay that way. Yeah, I think we're okay. Let's just do that. Well, if we turn it off, we're not getting anything from the oxygen farms though. So conundrum. Whatever. Maybe it's not gonna take too much from the O2H2 system. I mean, we could turn this one off for now so that the ice stays undone. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because we have the other one that's there. All right, forget it. Whatever. We're just gonna keep it on. If it takes it, it takes it. Not a big deal. Already, we're losing so much ice because of the oxygen tank, which is fine. We'll fill it up, but then that made it very... I don't know. I feel like we should turn it off, but whatever. Alright, finally, we have our oxygen farm all done. 3 oxygen farms, collecting oxygen, although we got the ice to do it. For now, we should be okay. And we still need a lot more materials, so where are we gonna get that? We need to kind of redo this drill a little bit. But first, what we can do is actually kind of drill out some of this iron as well. Should drill out this iron and collect it with the drill. If we can, that would make more sense. Gonna make sure we're doing it on a ramp-like way. Hard to see when I'm against the wall like this. But it should be rolling down. Oh, we messed up right over here. Let's get that rolling down. This is a slow way of doing it. I probably shouldn't do it this way, but since, I mean, most of it's kind of underneath our base, just kind of makes sense to do it this way for now. mean, that's not a lot, but it'll give us a decent chunk. Yeah, so most of it's kind of like under our base. Even if we did a rotor, we're not gonna be able to swing arm it right over here anyway. So yeah, we still have a bit of a problem there. We'll just slowly and do this for now, just so we can get more iron. We could obviously extend the arm, the H piston, to get the other iron deposit. That's pretty far away in front, which is near the cobalt, if you remember. But this should give us a decent chunk of iron. I don't see why it can't. I'll bring that back. But yeah, we could extend the arm a little bit and then get the iron from here. Right there. So it's a bit of an extension, obviously, but I think 2 to 3, maybe 3 pistons going forward would get it. And I guess we should do a rotor as well that way. So then we can get that swinging piece of it. But yeah, did it collect everything? I mean, it kind of did, but not really. So that's also a problem. Because I think if we leave it there, it's just gonna make a bigger hole. I made a bit of a hole right here, as you see. And I just gotta collect from here. It got some, but not a lot, obviously. But yeah. We could collect more stone. Not a big deal. We just extend the arm out and get the stone. We don't have a lot of space right this moment because we need to do... Probably need to make another cargo container. We should probably just do that really quick. I don't want to keep log jamming. I'll sell. I'll throw one right here for now. Looks like we had the mats for it, so we should have done this a while back. There we go. So we got that. Okay, so H piston right here. Well, we got to bring everything back up first. H piston, we would probably maximize it to 9 meters ahead. That's going to go forward 9 meters. We got to turn the drill on because I think we're going to hit the stone right over there. Yeah, it looks like we are. And we just slowly drill down to collect all the stone that we can. So the next thing we probably want to do is really extend this thing and then put a rotor on it. And put multiple drills. And not just one drill. Okay, I may have just filled ourselves up with too much stone. Not really. I mean, we're okay. And we can still go deeper, actually. So this one's extended. So we could go down one more if we really need to get deeper down to get more stone. It's just unfortunate that I missed the entirety of these iron here. But the next upgrade is probably and likely going to be moving the drill along further and upgrading that. But at least we got our solar array panels up and running with the oxygen farm. So that's looking good. And our oxygen tank should be fairly filled up too, which is going to be good. Although we technically don't need that much oxygen. Well, I guess we do. We got 50%. And we haven't filled up our bottles in quite some time either. We've been charging through the survival kit anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think we're looking good here. But the biggest problem now, because we got rid of all our ice, turned to oxygen, we have no hydrogen. So hopefully our bottle's good. Ooh, 64. It's okay. We have spare ice just in case, so we could figure that out. But I think for now, we should be good to go. We'll let the base charge up a little bit further. Still looking pretty bad in terms of power. Fully recharged in -2 days. What? Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, even to just say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.